If you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to find the quickest way possible that's going to get you results, because I know losing weight is a tough journey and it takes a lot of time. Often we think of what sort of shortcuts can we find as far as pharmaceuticals go, supplements, what sort of diet pills are out there to help accelerate this path to just get the weight off. Stick around because today we're going to be talking about this specific topic. We're going to be talking about dietary supplements and pills, the pros and the cons, and better solutions that will get you longer, more sustainable results. And don't forget to stay to the end because we'll discuss one of the biggest mistakes everyone makes while trying to lose weight and what you can do about it. What's going on? My name's Andy J, and I'm on a mission to help millennial men feel our best. Welcome to the Brotherhood. As I said at the beginning of this video, today we're going to be talking about dietary supplements, the pros and the cons, and how you can get that weight off and keep it off in the most sustainable way. Now, before getting into the content, please comment, subscribe, and engage in this video because your thoughts and your experiences mean so much to me to be able to share that with the community. Please post that below. Tell me about a specific supplement you may have tried and the pros and the cons to that. Maybe what's worked for you when you're trying to lose weight. Anything like that, because then I can make more videos on this subject. For the content of this video, I'm going to cover roughly 11 topics here, but they're going to be fairly rapid fire just to give you a good highlights over the pros and the cons to using dietary supplements. So the first one is just really, they don't work that well. There's very minimal impact. They may actually kind of hedge you in the right direction a little bit, depending on the supplement. For example, caffeine or green tea extract has been shown to have a minimal positive effect at assisting in weight loss. It is very minimal. And so I'll get into some other details in some of the other points to show it may not even be worth it because it's such a small change. The other thing, or the other gripe I have with dietary supplements, is sort of in the marketing department of how supplements are presented to the public. It really sort of masquerades this idea that you can pretty much continue on with your bad habits, take a dietary supplement, and all your prayers are going to be answered. It doesn't work that way. You have to get the foundations. You have to get the good sleep, the good diet, being in a calorie deficit, all the things that are critical to losing weight, or you can take anything and it's not going to be effective. The third point I want to make is related to the placebo effect, and it is a very powerful thing and it is a very real thing. And this has been observed with dietary supplements. People have reported through survey-based studies to see an effect with these dietary supplements. And really what it boils down to is the placebo effect, because like I said at the first point, the change is so minimal, it's almost hard to associate it with that specific supplement and if it's really having a significant benefit overall. Fourth point I want to make is related to short-term gains. So how some of these work, or how some of these can trick you to appear that they're more effective than they really are, is they're basically what's called a diuretic, which will help accelerate how much water leaves your body. And water has a significant amount of weight. Most diets, this is also why you see a significant change at the beginning and then the change sort of slows down, is because at the beginning you tend to lose a lot of water weight. This is really seen with particularly like the low carbohydrate types of diets like keto. And this is really used to their advantage in marketing it, but that's really what it is. It's just you're losing water weight. It's not really body fat, and that's what we're after. So that's something you have to keep in mind when you're considering a dietary supplement. The other thing is unregulated claims. So a lot of these supplement companies, it could be coming out of China or something, posting on Amazon, and then before they get shut down or taken down, they basically will say anything to get you to buy their stupid product. So you got to be really careful. It's a very unregulated industry, and people have gotten away with putting some pretty intense drugs in some of these and they've been on the market and then they get taken off, but it's fairly unregulated. So you have to be very careful and read what they're saying and do your research. Also, you need to consider the pros and the cons of how sensitive your body is and some of the side effects that could come along with some of these dietary supplements. For example, some of the ones that really utilize increasing your heart rate or metabolism through caffeine or other stimulants. For some people, this could increase anxiety. It could cause digestive issues. It could just make you feel very bad. And so you need to be aware of also these potential risks. Like, for example, if you're very sensitive to caffeine, you got to be very, very careful if you're considering a weight loss supplement. The seventh point that I would like to make is the general adaptive nature of our body. So particularly with a lot of these weight loss supplements that really leverage caffeine or stimulants, your body will adapt over time. This is why people who drink coffee can over time drink 3 or 4 cups of coffee and really feel okay and not overstimulated. You build up a tolerance to a lot of these types of substances that are used in these weight loss supplements, and then their effectiveness becomes less and less effective over time. And the 8th point that I'd like to make, and this is actually, now that I'm looking at my list, this is the last point related to the dietary supplements. I'll make some other points that we can count as 11, but directly related to the dietary supplement piece in this conversation. Then there's the legality of dietary supplements, and there's a lot of ones out there that tend to be more effective but also are illegal. So there's ones like Ephedra, DNP, clenbuterol. These are all associated with health risks, including heart attacks, organ failure. So, not all of them are made equal. I'll do other videos on some of the more fringy dietary supplements if anyone's interested in doing that, because I would like to talk a little bit about that, because some are definitely better than others. And so for you staying to the end, I want to include that little bonus tip that I was talking about at the beginning of this video. And really what it is, and it's a lot of this is common sense, but I feel like it's important to emphasize this, is getting those fundamentals. So if you truly are trying to lose body fat, the best way to do this is not leverage things like cardio. You can't exercise your way out of it. Cardio is very important. Exercise is very important. But that is not the optimal tool. The optimal tool is basically maintaining a calorie deficit, making sure you're keeping your metabolism at a good, healthy level, and then you're not overly stressing your body, which can then really slow down your metabolism and cause even further problems. The foundations, the sleep, the stress management, all of those are super important as well. I've made other videos specifically on, you might be asking like, okay, so how do I not damage my metabolism? That's a whole nother video series. I've made other videos on that. I'll try to link it towards the end if you're interested in going deeper into that concept. But really the most simple answer, it's not rocket science. It's just eating in a calorie deficit. So the more you're able to maintain that and only put yourself at maybe a 300 to 500 calorie deficit per day, it's a slow process. So you have to be very patient with yourself, but you will lose that weight and you won't necessarily need to even take any of these supplements and waste your money. So I hope you found that useful. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe just to support this channel, because it really means so much to me, because we're still a little baby channel and we're trying to grow very quickly. Again, comment is also very important. I'd love to hear your own personal story, what you've been struggling with, what's worked for you. Any of that information is super helpful to not only helping me get ideas about content, but also to share with the community and help inspire other people to take change, and so we can feel better and empower ourselves. So I think that's pretty much it. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Keep working at it. And, as we keep aging and becoming older, we have more options at our disposal. There's more science is coming in. Right about now, I'll probably post some videos you can check out that's related to this topic, so you can dive in even deeper. And again, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon.